How's it going, everybody? My name is Melanin Rebirth, and in this video, we're going to be talking about why you should not put weave, wigs, hair extensions in your hair, especially if you are a melanated individual. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, this video is going to be mainly towards my sisters, and when I say sisters, I'm talking about the beautiful black queens, the gods. So, if I start getting passionate and talking loud, it's because I'm very passionate about hair, and I'm very passionate about black females. I'm not a feminist. I'm just very passionate about melanin, hence Melanin Rebirth, the name of the channel. And with that being said, I want to say this. What I say in this video is based off of my opinion, my perspective, of what I deem factual information about hair and about weave and wigs and extensions and all that other bullshit. And with that being said, if you don't like what I have to say, please, by all means, do yourself a favor and click the fuck off this video. But if you're somebody that likes this kind of content, by all means, stay. Grab some popcorn. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, when we think about wigs, weave, hair, we gotta think in a spiritual way. This is a spiritual channel. So in other words, everything is broken down into what? Energy. Because energy and spirituality go what? Hand in hand. They're like peanut butter and motherfucking jelly. Look at there, together, like two peas in a motherfucking pot. With that being said, we got to think about where these wigs and weaves is coming from and what kind of energies are on this before we put it on our head. That's the first thing. Let's start there, is the energy. Now, let's say hypothetically speaking, I go get a Brazilian weave and put it in my head. I think I look all cute and shit, but I don't realize that that Brazilian weave came from that Brazilian hair came from a woman that did not necessarily want to give that hair away to get some money, and that gets sold to people for 10 times the price. And what kind of energy do you think that woman had? She was probably devastated, sad, depressed, mad that she had to give that hair away. Let's start there. Not only that, a lot of this hair is fake, synthetic. You're putting synthetic stuff in your sacred head. You gotta, well, let me backtrack. Let's think about the meaning of hair. If you have not watched my video about about hair, the power of hair, and why you should not cut your hair and why you should go natural, please, by all means, make sure to check out that video. That will save me time in keeping this video as short as possible. But I'll leave the link in the description down below. Please make sure to check out that video so I don't have to explain how powerful and how sacred your hair is. And also check out the crown chakra video. I will leave that down below, and I'll also leave the playlist talking about my chakra videos. Talking about chakras so that you have an understanding of where I'm coming from. But for the sake of the first point, we know that this hair, we don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from all over, different energies everywhere. Now, a little counterclaim. Some people may say, oh, hair is a protective style, and our ancestors have been doing it for years. Well, guess what? The Egyptians knew where their hair was coming from. And then they were most likely the ones back there making the hair. They knew where that hair was coming from, and they were the ones that were most likely making that hair. I guarantee you they weren't going and ordering it and buying it from foreigners, from people that they don't know, from all these different cultures and all these different ethnicities. I guarantee you they weren't doing that. And yes, weave is can be a protective hairstyle, but the point I'm trying to make is we are blind by the energy that is being put on this hair. And you can do whatever you want to try to cleanse the hair, wash it, put it in the sink, boil it. Guess what? The energy is not going to go nowhere. It's still going to be in that head, especially if it's human hair and especially if it's animal hair, because our hair has DNA in it. So if you try to say that if you try to say that point, I just debunked that. Boom, right there. So keep that in mind. Now, the second thing about where we're getting this hair from is, I want you to think about this in a financial way, and just being not necessarily spiritually, but looking at this in a financial way. We're buying this hair from 9 times out of 10 Chinese people or people that are not black. I want you to think about how much money is spent in hair. Not hair products, in hair alone. Like weave and wigs and hair extensions. I want you to think how much money we are putting in all these other races, in all these other ethnicities' pockets, but our own. It's sad. It's a lot of money. And there's a YouTuber named Young Pharaoh. I'm sure you heard of him. If you haven't, his name is Young Pharaoh. He's a very great YouTuber. I know he gets slack, but he made a good point when he said that we are investing so much money, especially black people, in hair. It's ridiculous. It's sad. It's devastating. It's disappointing. Alright. The third reason why you should not put weave and wigs and this and that in your hair it's because it disconnects you from having a clear vision, a clear intuition, a clear connection to the cosmic energies. I talk about this in The Power of Hair. I discuss that your hair is antenna. It sits on top of your head, which is your crown, which connects you to wisdom, intelligence, intuition, information, all that. Make sure to go check out that video. The fourth reason why you should not put weave, wigs, all that in your hair is because you're telling other ethnicities, hey, we are willing to buy your hair because we believe that your hair is a standard of beauty. I just want you to let this sink in for a minute. When do we see afros on people's heads? How is the sacred afro sold? On a clown. Most clowns have afros on top of their head. Now, I want you to really think about that. Society is trying to tell us that our hair is as disgraceful as a clown, and that's why they put it on top of the clown's head. Sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad when you think about it like that. It's really sad. All right, and I want to say this about hair. Black people, your hair is more powerful than what you think. Of course, females say, oh, well, I do this because I want my hair to be protected. I still got natural hair up underneath this. Yes, that's true. But you're also putting energies in your head that you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know. You don't know where they're coming from. That's really the most important part. That's really what it boils down to. You're not making those weaves yourself. 9 times out of 10 you're not. And you don't know what kind of energies they're putting on that. It's just sad. It's just easier to be natural, wear your natural hair out, and accept your beauty. Because African hair is the strongest hair that there is. And I want you to think about this on a deeper level. I want you to do some research and figure out how much money is spent specifically in the African American hair products, hair, weaves, all that. Do your research and let me know what you come back with. And I want you to know that the reason why that is because other races know that the power of black people's hair is very powerful. It's just that we don't know it. And you will begin to learn it if you get that weave in that hair, that wig weaves and those extensions out your hair. And you will begin to learn, hey, my hair is pretty valuable. And you'll begin to learn that you do get treated with a little bit more respect once you wear your natural hair. And it's all about how you carry yourself and you present yourself. And with that being said, this is coming from a place of love and understanding. And I just want to say that I'm not with the weave. I'm not with the extensions, hair extensions. I never really seen the point of it. Unless you're making that weave yourself or you know somebody that's making that weave, then by all means, and their energy is good, by all means. But if you're just buying it from Joe down the street or from a random person that you don't know what kind of energies they're putting on that hair, and you're wearing it on top of your head, which is the most sacred thing, is your crown. But guys, you just gotta look at this from a spiritual way, and just know that we are in a spiritual battle, and we are in a spiritual warfare. And anything that is meant to oppress us is being pushed out, and slowly but surely, a new wave is starting to wake up. And if you want to wake up faster and be more in tune, it's just easier if you take that weave and that extension and shit out your hair, and rock the natural look. You can get locks, you can do naturals. It's not that hard. I've been natural now for going on 5 years. I've had locks for 2 years. So it's not hard. It's just about being able to love yourself, accept yourself. And I guarantee you, the world will accept and love you for who you are. But first, it starts with yourself. That's really what it starts with. For this playlist, I will be making more videos talking about why you should get locks, why you shouldn't get locks, the type of products I use on my hair journey. If you're interested in learning, I do have locks. They are 2-strand twisted right now. But I'm going to be making videos talking about all of that. With that being said, guys, I want to hear what you have to say in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you enjoy content like this, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.